Hi everybody, Erica Serwin here from Pink Buckaroo Designs. I've got a really cute card to show you today. It features all new products from the new annual catalog from Stampin Up. But the little star of the show, of course, is the zebra from Zany Zebras. This has to be my #1 stamp set from the new catalog. I just love these little guys. I'm also using a new background stamp called Camouflage. You can see I've created a strip right here of gorgeous grape. And another really fun thing that I have really loved from the new catalog are the stitched triangles. So I'm going to show you how to use all of those things. Now let's get started. I want to first tell you also that there's a lot of products that I'm going to be shouting out at you and measurements and stuff. But if you go over to my blog under the last photo, you'll find a link to this PDF. It has everything you need to know, as well as 2 other Zany Zebra projects. Let's start by doing the camouflage background. When I am using a background stamp, I prefer to use my Stamparatus. It really makes background stamp stamping a lot easier. It helps you get even pressure. And if your image doesn't come out right, which happens a lot of times when you try to do it just with your hand, you can just put it back down and get that perfect image. All right, so I'm going to start with just a half sheet of gorgeous grape. Let's make sure I've got it in the right place. I'm going to set my magnets on there, and I'm just going to ink it up with gorgeous grape ink. Another reason I like to use the Stamparatus with my background stamps is that I can add layers of color and make my image dark. You know, if you were trying to do this just manually with your hands, you would never be able to get it lined up again. All right, now see, that's what I was talking about. See how I missed that whole edge? So I can just come over here and press it down, and voila. Now we're only going to be using a strip of this paper, but I can save the rest of it for another project. So of course I want the whole image to be perfect. All right, let's see. Yep, pretty good. All right, so let's close that up. And I want to close my ink too, so that you don't have a disaster. An open ink pad on your work surface is never a good idea. All right, grab your trimmer. And we're going to just cut this. We want it to be 5.5 by 1. Okay, so we're definitely not going to need all of it. So I'm just going to cut off the excess cardstock there. And we'll come over here and let's just make this a straight edge. Now, let's do a straight edge on this side. All right, get all of that off. And we're just going to take this, let's see, I've got it at 4 1/4, so I'll come over here to 3 1/4 and just cut myself a strip right there. Now you can see you have a lot of camo left that you can use for another project. Okay, let's see what else we need. We need to stamp our little Zany Zebra. Now, these guys don't have matching dies. I know, we always want dies, right? But when we don't have dies, we do have our 2 hands, right? And we can just cut it out with scissors. Now, I have heard from some of you that this hurts your arthritis. So if that's the case, how about stamping it on a little white circle that's just large enough for him. That way you don't have to completely, you don't have to cut him out at all. You can just have him on a white circle. But if you are okay with fussy cutting, that's what this is called, get a sharp, small pair of scissors. The small helps you maneuver around the image. And I like to stay right on the outside of the image, leaving a, what I call a cloud, a little white cloud around the zebra. That way, if you're like me and you're not a perfect cutter with your scissors, don't worry. The eye will only see the black line of the stamp. I used to teach kindergarten, and as you know, kindergartners aren't great cutters either with their scissors. So that's what I would tell them. Try to stay outside the line and leave a little cloud. And it really does kind of create an optical illusion. All right, now, this is a little bit tricky in here. We're going to go around and let's see if we can get that piece out. There we go. He is just cute, little chubby zebra. Okay, now those stitched triangles I told you about, look at these. When I first saw them, I was excited. And then I thought, what am I going to do with those? Well, you're just going to use them as shapes. This one I said looks like pizza, right? So of course we got to make a pizza card at some point, but this one just kind of adds a geometric shape to your card. So I'm going to cut that out of Purple Posy. It also has this great banner piece, and I'm going to cut this out of, this is Magenta Madness Designer Series paper. It is in the In Color DSP pack. So I'm just going to cut a little sliver of that, but wait, there's more. I'm also going to cut it out of, have you seen this? The Rainbow Glimmer paper. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I can already foresee many of you are not going to want to cut it because it's so beautiful. You're just going to want to hoard it and leave it in your cabinet or your wherever you keep your paper. But I'm telling you, you've got to cut it and use it. All right, now where did my die go? Let's make sure I cut a piece the right size. Yep, okay. So let's cut these out. I'm going to bring over my die cut machine. And I think we can get 2 of these on here. We'll just do the stitched triangle there. And we'll do, let's do the glimmer paper first. I want to have, let's see, I want to have a varied color scheme, but I want more purple and pink. So I'm going to do it down here. All right, I'm going to run it through. And since that glimmer paper is kind of thick, I think I'll go back the other way so it gets 2 passes through there. Oh yeah, no problem. Look at that. Beautiful. It's like ombre. It goes from dark to light. Okay, now for the DSP. Now that you've seen the glimmer paper, the DSP just isn't quite as exciting as the glimmer paper. That's okay. We can't all be sparkly. All right, let's see. Let's get that over here and move all of this. And I think we're ready to layer up our card. I just used a Whisper White card base. This is just a half sheet of Whisper White thick cardstock. You cut it on the short side at 4 1/4 and then score it in the middle at 5 1/2. Okay, there are some other pieces that we have as well. We've got Highland Heather, and you know what? We're gonna make a little pattern on the Highland Heather. I'm using Highland Heather ink and Highland Heather cardstock, and I'm gonna just stamp the birthday hat up and down the sides of it because we're gonna adhere those other pieces there in the middle. So we'll just add some little birthday hats, and you could do any kind of, if it's not a party, you could do polka dots or whatever here. But I kind of think that this looks like a birthday card, some kind of celebration card, since it says kick up your heels. Okay, I think we're ready to layer. I'm going to use my adhesive. I'm going to make a line right here, kind of over to the right, and layer that piece of camo right down there. Then I've got this 1/2 inch piece of Magenta Madness Designer Series paper, and I'm going to use that, and I'm going to overlap it a little bit like that. So you can see it's kind of a skinnier strip here than over here. I mean, you know, it doesn't really matter. However you put it on there, you can center it, you could do it off-centered, however you desire. All right, now I could see that my pieces are a little bit long, so let's trim those off. My paper cutter probably would have been better at that. Yep, look, I made it at an angle. Oh well, I'll fix it later. Now I'm gonna get the little stars, tiny little stars. You can see them right here. And I'm just gonna stamp a few around like this. All right, and then let's do the kick up your heels. Now there are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentiments in this set. So you could change the sentiment. There is a happy birthday too. All right, let's add dimensionals. If I can find my dimensionals, I just had them. Here they are. Oh my goodness, I've got adhesive stuck to me. It's getting crazy in here. All right, I think we'll do 3 dimensionals like that, and then we'll get 2 for our little zebra. Okay, now he's going to be kind of hanging off Let's see. How did I feel like that's, no, we'll leave it. It's fine. It's fine, Erica, leave it like that. Now let's do our banners, and they're gonna be kind of hanging off too. So I'm just gonna put adhesive on the little triangles in the middle because I want them to kind of hang off like that. Well, that was a little bit different than I did before, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be exact. And we'll do this guy. How about like that? I don't know, guys. I don't like that. Let's see. This guy just needs to go down. I think that'll help. And then we'll do that. Right? But that's too much hanging off, so let's trim. Let's trim that one and that one. And we'll move them over like that. There. All right. Now I'm going to be super picky. Where's my other piece, my other scissors? I don't like that right there. There. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I should have left it. All right, now we've got a few embellishments to add. These are the Playing with Pattern resin dots, and the purple posy color is perfect for this because it matches our little triangle. So I'm going to add them around. Let's do one more right there. And then of course this needs a bow, and we have the perfect ribbon. It is the tri-colored purple ribbon. It looks like it has gorgeous grape, Highland heather, and purple posy, which, hello, that's what we used, right? Now I'm going to get this, and I'm going to take this leg. I want one up and one down. So when I pull my little loops, I'm going to manipulate this so that it'll do what I want it to do. Usually they will go naturally one up, one down. Let's see. There we go. Now take your legs, as I call them, and pull that so that you have exactly how you want it. And then I'm just going to keep it kind of short. There we go. And we need a mini glue dot. And that's going to go right there at the top of that triangle. And we're done. But you know what? Look, I think we need another star right there. And maybe one up here. You guys, I can never stop. Do we need one there? Yes, there we go. Now we're done. What do you guys think? How cute. Isn't that adorable? This could be a baby card too. You know, if you change the colors, you could do welcome, because he kind of looks like a baby zebra. So cute. I hope you guys like this card. If you love the Zany Zebra, make sure you go back to my blog and check out the other two videos. Let me know if you have questions, you guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.